भावना मैम जस्ट ट्राई, एक बार ट्राई करिए.
Just a sec. Screen and is it visible?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, I'll just do the slideshow right now and just let me know what is visible, okay?
Yes, okay.
Okay, is it the entire screen of mine?
Yes, in fact the side, जो साइड में स्लाइड्स है ना वो भी विजिबल है मैम.
अभी
हाँ पूरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है अभी. आपने का हाँ.
right?
मैम योर वॉइस इज कटिंग, आपकी आवाज साफ नहीं आ रही है.
अभी देखो, अभी am I audible?
Yes ma'am, now it's okay.
Okay, so now the screen is, can you take a pic of the screen and share with me on WhatsApp, Ridhambra?
Yes, just a minute.
Yeah.
I'll send it.
Okay.
Please check.
Yeah. Just a sec. Let it come. Yeah. Okay. This is the entire. Acha, you're able to see the slides, but I'm showing screens. I'm going with the slideshow actually. The slideshow.
Okay. Please see if your slideshow is working.
Yeah, my slideshow is perfectly working. See? Can you see
But
my third slide?
No, here it's not showing. Augustine sir, Augustine sir?
Yes ma'am. Slideshow is not working.
Slideshow is not working. I'll just do it once again.
Yes ma'am, it's working now.
I guess it will take time to appear over there probably.
Okay. It's all right, ma'am.
Now is it okay? See, I've put it again.
We can see.
Okay, so Ridhambra, now slides are not visible, right?
No, the side slides are still visible. जो side में छोटे-छोटे slides आते हैं ना वो अभी भी दिखती है.
They shouldn't be when I'm going with the slideshow if I'm not wrong. Sir, am I wrong?
Yes ma'am. अगर आप slideshow पे click करेंगे ना तो फिर ये side वाला आना बंद हो जाएगा.
मैं slideshow पे करी हूँ और मेरा जो screen है ना उस पे I'll show you what it is visible right now. I'll just show it to you.
Okay.
I guess it will take time to appear over there probably if I'm not wrong.
It's all right, ma'am. You can do this also. No problem. No issue, I think.
Okay. Ridhambra, I've shared that.
Yes. Okay. On your screen, it's not.
Yeah. Because it's slideshow now. My screen, yeah.
Okay. Augustine sir, ऐसा क्यों हो रहा होगा? उनकी स्क्रीन पे तो मतलब उनकी स्क्रीन पे ये पिक पूरा आ रहा है, बट हमारे इस पे लाइक साइड में भी शो कर रहा है.
एक्चुअली आप स्लाइड शो के बदले जो नीचे आपकी फोटो के नीचे जो 3 एरो है ना, दिख रहे हैं आपको?
मेरी फोटो के नीचे 3 एरो कौन से सर?
88% के साइड में जो है.
Just a sec.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Sir, एक सेकेंड. ये 3 डॉट्स बोल रहे हैं आप?
यस मैम. इसमें लास्ट वाले पे क्लिक कीजिए आप.
सेटिंग्स?
नहीं सेटिंग्स में आपके पिक्स के नीचे 3 डॉट्स दिख रहे हैं ना, छोटे-छोटे 88% के साइड में जो है.
Why can't I see? I just don't know.
ओके मैम, ऐसे ही करिए, आप कोई इशू नहीं है. वी कैन क्लियरली सी योर प्रेजेंटेशन.
Okay, no issues. So shall I stop presenting right now, Ridhambra?
I think we can let it be because this is your first slide now.
Yeah.
या फिर ऑगस्टिन सर आप बताइए क्या प्रेजेंटेशन को एज इट इज अभी फर्स्ट पेज पे?
ऑगस्टिन सर ये फुल स्क्रीन में नहीं आ रहा क्या, ऐसा कुछ है?
नीचे से प्रेजेंट नहीं हो रहा है सही से वहाँ मैडम के साइड पे।
I'll do it once
भावना
again.
नीचे आप देखो एक जो
या सर वो 3 डॉट जो बोल रहे हैं आप,
हाँ हाँ वो
नॉट 3 डॉट्स, वो नीचे स्लाइड
एक वो
पे
फुल
देखिए ना।
स्क्रीन लिखा है सर, फुल स्क्रीन पे करना है क्या?
हाँ उसी पे करके देखो आप एक बार।
अच्छा, मैंने एक बार फुल स्क्रीन किया है, एंड आई जस्ट शेयर माय स्क्रीन विथ यू. ओके, नाउ सी.
नो भावना see the
जी
right
सर.
bottom, there is one symbol na, that 1 2 3 just a minute.
मैडम एक काम करिए,
जी
जो
थ्री आइकन्स हैं भावना, उसमें जो थर्ड वाला आइकन है उस पे क्लिक करो। 3 आइकन्स आ देयर, जहाँ पे टाइम शो हो रहा है ना नीचे राइट साइड में
टाइम शो हो रहा है.
एक चीज करिए आप, ये जो स्लाइड्स के एरो बन रहा है ना उसको कट कर दीजिए, वहां से तो हट जाएगा शायद। स्लाइड्स दिख रही है जो, उस पर क्लिक कर दीजिए आपके एरो के पास, जो सब स्लाइड्स दिख रही है ना उसको कट कर दीजिए।
कट, अच्छा वो हटा दूं मैं?
हाँ हाँ
अच्छा ठीक है. This will be fine then.
हाँ यस मैम, परफेक्ट।
अच्छा ठीक है, I'll just
वन
reshare.
मोर थिंग भावना,
जी सर.
राइट हैंड बॉटम देखो, राइट हैंड
Yeah.
बॉटम पे देखो अभी आपके स्क्रीन पे जो भी आपने किया था,
हाँ सर.
प्रेजेंट करिए।
second,
अच्छा नहीं प्रेजेंट नहीं कर रहे
हाँ,
हैं,
I'm
उसपे
presenting.
जो लास्ट वाला आइकन है 1 2 3 3 ओके
1 2 3.
3 आइकन्स आ देयर ना भावना,
सर कौन?
थर्ड वन क्लिक, थर्ड वन।
शेयर करने के बाद तो मुझे यहाँ कोई आइकन दिख ही नहीं रहा. अच्छा, यू वांट टू, ये दिस वन सर, स्लाइड शो.
यस क्लिक, यस
ओके, नाउ इज इट ओके?
Still, it's okay, fine. This is also okay.
सर मेरी स्क्रीन पे
problem.
पता है पूरा दिख रहा है. इट्स एब्सोल्युटली जस्ट वन स्क्रीन व्हिच आई कैन
समझ
सी.
गए? Quite possibly the new feature of Google Meet. I don't know. Leave it. It's
maybe.
fine. It's fine.
ओके सर, मुझे फिर कुछ नहीं दिखेगा, पता है? अब आप यहाँ से, मुझे उधर का कुछ भी कनेक्शन नहीं है. इट्स जस्ट मी ऑन द स्क्रीन.
तो अभी आप नहीं देख पा रहे?
नहीं, अब मैं आपको नहीं देख सकती, मैं किसी को नहीं देख सकती, मैं कुछ भी नहीं देख पा रही हूँ. इट्स ओनली माय पीपीटी ऑन द स्क्रीन.
हाँ
तो
okay.
But you will be visible to the participants.
Yeah,
ma'am.
but I need to feel the connection, no?
Right.
Because ऐसा
ये
लगेगा
तो
नहीं कि मुझे
ये
feel
तो
होगा
stress
कि
हो गया।
मैं से बात कर रही हूँ. हाँ.
और आपको स्ट्रेस हो रहा है ना?
हाँ, मुझे स्ट्रेस नहीं होना चाहिए. I'm stop sharing that. I'll just come back to the original thing. I will just share my screen once again. And आप मुझे बताओ if it's okay, तो ठीक है, वरना अपन थोड़ा सा उसको, मैं उसके बाद भी पता है कनेक्शन में नहीं आ रही हूँ, बिकॉज शायद से ये ठीक है. मैं काम करती हूँ.
now it is okay ना?
आपको जो दिख रहा है वो मेरी स्क्रीन पूरी दिख रही है ना? आप
जी
हाँ.
बिल्कुल।
I will just show you what I am getting.
या शो मी.
Please check. I've just shared the pic.
Okay, just a sec. हाँ, तो you can see, right, you can see yourself on my screen as well now.
Yes, but it's okay now. You can see the participants also.
हाँ, this is your
And-
screen probably. My screen पे से आपको सिर्फ मेरा ये जो PPT है, you are able to see that if I'm not wrong. And the pic which you have taken, this is your screen. Participants, I will have to check out over here then only. When I check them, yeah, when I'm checking them, I can see them.
Yes, मतलब एक्चुअली इसमें क्या, आपकी स्क्रीन दिखाने के लिए अगर हम आपकी स्क्रीन पिन कर देंगे तो पूरे पार्टिसिपेंट्स को सिर्फ वही दिखाई देगा. राइट सर?
राइट सर, ऐसी होगा ना?
हाँ जी ऐसे ही होगा।
हाँ. तो अभी आप बताओ क्या करना चाहिए? पार्टिसिपेंट्स को वो दिखा दो, मुझे ये दिखा दो, आप पिन करोगे तो। अच्छा, are you going to ask them to switch on the cameras?
At the end of the session.
अच्छा,
Okay, sir.
रिदम्रा अभी मेरा ये चल रहा है. So, what can you see on the screen right now? Only the PPT and your participants and yourself, right?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, no issues.
Okay, so now there are till now there are 8 students who have requested. Shall I allow them or wait?
Sir, आप बताएं.
Yes, yes, please allow them.
Allow them. Yes, it's 5 now. Okay. So after admitting them all, sir, shall I begin it now? The time is already 5. I've just circulated
We can
message.
wait for 2 more minutes. We can wait for 2 more minutes. Allow them, those who are waiting, and we can
Okay.
wait for 2 minutes.
Okay, so now we won't be able to do our like any discussion then in front of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
fine. All the best.
okay,
Thank you,
all
sir.
the
Thank you,
best.
sir.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank
All the
you,
best
sir.
for everyone.
So I'm just admitting them all. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Father.
Good evening, Father.
Yeah, good evening to all.
I think we should just wait for 2 more minutes so that so few more participants may join. Then we can begin our session. I shall quickly send a reminder. Okay. Good evening, everyone. The greatest
Good evening,
weapon.
ma'am.
Okay. I request the participants to keep their mic on mute. Okay. And after the session, there will be a question answer session. So for that, in the chat box, you may leave your question along with your name. Okay, children? The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. Good evening and warm welcome to you all. This webinar is organized by CRISE Ex-Students Association, CESA. Exam time creates stress and anxiety, and we all know that. I'm sure you all students are going through that right now. So, the purpose, I'm sorry, actually students are coming in, so I'm just trying to admit them. The aim of this webinar is to make the board aspirants aware about the techniques to overcome exam anxiety and manage their stress during the preparation and exam time. So the topic of today's session is exam anxiety and stress management. So this has been conducted especially for you all students. We are privileged to have with us Dr. Bhavna Chawla to make our students aware of the techniques to overcome exam anxiety and stress. Dr. Bhavna is a dynamic educationist and soft skills trainer. She has been awarded as the best teacher by Ministry of Human Resource Development for 2 consecutive years. It's a privilege to have you here, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Bhavna has published research papers in education. She has been invited to various institutions for training sessions, and including Delhi University. So we are really happy to have you here, ma'am, and I'm sure students today are going to gain a lot of knowledge from you and guidance how to go through this typical situation they are in. Over to you,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
doubt है.
Over to you, Bhavna, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A very good evening to everyone present here. It's a privilege and honor for me as well, being given a chance to interact with such beautiful and intelligent, enthusiastic students all around over here. I know you must be very much anxious about, very much stressed about your exams and all, but there's no need to be stressed about. The only mantra is calm yourself. First thing, right? Next, we need to keep on doing certain things. Sorry? Okay. So we start our session over here. Anyone from the students, if you know what is stress, just tell me in lay language, what is stress? सबको होता है. Anyone who would like to answer?
Ma'am,
Shreya, would
being
you like to
nervous.
answer?
Sorry?
Ma'am,
come again?
anything which can increase our anxiety level.
Okay. Anything which
Ma'am.
increases anxiety, yeah.
Any type of change that causes physical and emotional changes in our body.
Okay, physical and emotional changes. Okay, that means your response of your body with certain external and internal factor which triggers your things, and your body responds in a certain manner, right? It can be any factor. It can be internal, it can be external. That is basically stress, and it depends how you take it. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Now on the screen, can you see this Chinta word written over there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we have Chinta and we have Chita. Only a difference of that dot. एक बिंदु का फर्क है बस. Chinta is for the person who is alive, and Chita is for the person who is dead. So we have stress that this proves that we are alive. वो चिंता हमें बताती है अच्छे से कि हम जिंदा हैं. Otherwise चिता को तो जलने का भी फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Dead body doesn't even realize that burning sensation. So this is a good thing, a positive thing about चिंता. है चिंता तो हम जिंदा हैं. So just keep that bifurcation over that small line drawn in between these two words, chinta and chita, right? So be happy that you have chinta, not chita, right? Okay. Over here, I have something for you. Just watch this. Is this visible and audible as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, carry on.
Watch this. One little piece of paper can have a remarkable effect. Stressful. But if you understand a bit about what it is, you'll be better able to deal with it. First, though, take a few deep breaths.
Ma'am, it's not visible.
In fact, do that
Ma'am,
anytime.
audio is there, but it's not visible.
Okay.
Stress.
Is there.
Sir, is there any problem?
Screen is not.
Might be some technical issues, Bhavna ma'am.
Okay, so shall I replay it?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll do that. Is it okay?
Watch this. One little
No,
piece
ma'am, it's not visible.
The white screen.
Ma'am, it is audible, but it is not visible.
stressful. But if you understand a bit about what it is, you'll be better able to deal with it. First, though, take a few deep breaths. In fact, do that anytime you feel
Now is it
stressed.
visible?
It helps. Stress
No,
is a
ma'am.
survival mechanism. With
No,
danger,
ma'am.
it can get you out of trouble quickly.
Remember, it's not visible on your screen.
No, ma'am, it's not visible. But if the audio is working, is it okay if they are able to listen to the audio?
No, actually, the video is very important.
Okay. So you please try to send it to me so then I will share it.
I'll just send it to you. Just a sec. See, a matter of stress, but keep yourself calm.
Students, in the meantime, you may think of the questions you have for Bhavna ma'am. Okay, just keep a note of it. You can type your questions in the chat box, which will be answered after the session. Okay. Ma'am, please try to reshare your screen. Maybe that will work.
Okay, I'll just do that. Ridambra, in the between, I'm just sharing you the link for the video on the WhatsApp. In case if you can play it over there on the screen, that will be fabulous.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, it's going, but probably net is an issue. I'll just reshare my screen, no issues.
Just a moment, participants, please have patience.
Okay.
Watch this. One little piece of paper can have a remarkable
Is it there?
effect. Stress is stressful. But if you
No,
understand
ma'am,
a bit
the
about
blank
what it
screen is visible.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, you please wait. It's working on my screen. I'm just about to share it.
Okay. Okay, so I'll just
Do
stop
that.
sharing. You share it. You share, then I'll continue with my presentation after the video. Remember, full screen, full screen.
I hope
Watch
it's
this. One little piece of paper
Okay, so
can
let's-
have a remarkable effect. Stress is stressful. But if you understand a bit about what it is, you'll be better able to deal with it. First, though, Take a few deep breaths. In fact, do that anytime you feel stressed. It helps. Stress is a survival mechanism. When danger appears, it can get you out of trouble quickly. Your body crashes up the gears and throws all its resources into getting you moving. Your heart pumps furiously to increase blood pressure, glucose is sent to the muscles as a fuel injection, and you become totally focused on what psychologists call fight or flight. Thing is, this emergency state is only meant to last just long enough to get you out of danger. But here in the 21st century, we stress about different things, and for much, much longer. Your brain and body stay on red alert, and you'll be less able to think clearly, learn, or remember things. Take a few more deep breaths, because as you now know, stress is a physical reaction, and deep breathing helps to counteract its effects. So, what else can you do? Okay, top tips to reduce stress. First, get plenty of exercise. Let out all that locked up energy. Now, back to the problem. Get in control. Scope out the situation and how you're going to tackle it. Don't stress alone. Talk to someone. Socialize. And have a laugh. You can't laugh and quake with fear at the same time. Get down with nature on a big or small scale. And if your mind won't stop worrying, give it something else to do instead.
क्या आप माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एक्सेल सीखना चाहते हो लेकिन इंटरनेट पे जो कंटेंट अवेलेबल है वो बहुत
Yes. Okay. So did you get a video?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You understand what it is? Yes. So basically, we have certain things with us. Whenever a condition is there, we are in a state of stress, and the major part which we play is basically how we move with that particular, how we react, rather than reacting, it's responding to that particular stress of yours, right? So you have a piece of coal. Coal is actually going under a certain pressure, right? उस pressure की एक limit होती है, उस limit तक उनको जाना पड़ता है 25,000. It has to go to a certain limit to be converted to diamond. अभी जब हम हैं बच्चे, आप सारे बच्चे यहाँ पे, एक stress की level होती है. It's a positive stress. It is required. It is very important. अगर आप उस नहीं है, हमें कुछ करना ही नहीं, कल एग्जाम है, सो के देखा जाएगा, पेपर जैसा आएगा. That's not the way we deal with stress, right? Or maybe not stress in life, we cannot move like this, because to achieve certain target or goal of ours, we have to have that positive pressure, and that's very good for you. But you need to identify but नहीं होने move further. Calmly देखो, calmly paper questions पढ़ो, calmly answer करो. नहीं आता है कोई question, skip it, move further, come back after you wind up your paper. Last question करने के बाद वापस उस question पे आइए जहां पे हमारा अटका हुआ था, हमें नहीं आ रहा था. फिर से calmly उसको पढ़ो, आपको trigger करेगा, कुछ ना कुछ याद आएगा. You will be able to recall the things, right? So a diamond is a piece of coal that never gave up. You're not supposed to give up on certain situations, right? Okay. नेक्स्ट यू हैव सर्टेन कॉमन साइंस. आपको खुद समझ में आना चाहिए आप कब स्ट्रेस में हो. सो जैसे हमको बोलते हैं ना, नॉर्मली मम्मा बोल रही है आप पढ़ लो, मम्मा आज बॉडी पेन हो रहा है, मम्मा आज हाथ दुख रहा है, मम्मा माय हेड इज एकिंग, समथिंग और द अदर, यू हैव सम एक्स. दिस इज नॉट एक्चुअली योर बॉडी इज रिस्पॉन्डिंग टू सर्टेन स्ट्रेस. दिस इज काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रेस व्हिच योर बॉडी टेल यू आई एम इन स्ट्रेस. ब्रेन को नहीं पता होता, ये हमें बताना पड़ता है, ठीक है. डिक्रीज एनर्जी, यू फील वेरी लेथार्जिक. हम पढ़ रहे हैं, हम 4 बार एक ही स्टेटमेंट पढ़ रहे हैं, बट दिमाग में कुछ नहीं जा रहा है. नॉट एबल टू कॉन्सेंट्रेट, नॉट एबल टू फोकस. बहुत बार ऐसा होता है, पेरेंट्स आते हैं मेरे पास, मैडम मेरा बच्चा बहुत पढ़ता है, 5 hours 8 hours एट अ स्ट्रेच मेरा बच्चा पढ़ रहा है, मार्क्स अच्छे नहीं आ रहे। भाई ये तो समझो बच्चा पढ़ क्या रहा है, दिमाग में कुछ नहीं जा रहा है, he or she is not able to concentrate। आप वही 8 घंटे वाला काम 2 घंटे में कर सकते हो, बट when you are with full concentration over there, difficulty sleeping, आप सोने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, not able to करा देना, इसके बाद मैं पढ़ूंगा, एंड यू आर गोइंग विद दैट नर्वसनेस, पेपर देख के यू आर that kind of stress is over there. So you need to understand this. Few factors are there as well which influence your effect of stress. These are something which is beyond your control. Your childhood experiences, maybe something happened in your childhood which triggers, you don't even understand at times. Your personality, I am a sort of person, kuch bhi aayega dekha jayega, kind of. I can handle, I can face the problem, I can fight with it. Now, everyone is not the same. We are individuals and we have different perceptions towards things. So, हमारा reaction भी different होता है. Genetically, parents ऐसे हैं, you've been born and brought up in such an atmosphere. So, you respond in certain manner. You have many other things, your lifestyle, your sedentary lifestyle. आजकल के बच्चे, if, don't feel offended, but when you have your gadget in your hand, and you ask your mom, mama मुझे सिर्फ 10 मिनट का ब्रेक दे दो पढ़ाई का, मोबाइल यूज कर लूं, मैं वापस से 15 मिनट में, वापस 10 मिनट में, I'll come back and study. वो 10 मिनट कब 2 घंटे बन जाते हैं, you don't even realize. And sitting at a couch of yours, or maybe at a sofa, or maybe in your bed, you don't realize you wasted good 2 hours, right? And when you come back to study, you are dead tired because your brain was over there, your eyes were stuck over there, you were not actually giving relax to your body, you were rather stressing your body, right? So these are the stressors basically. Now second thing, what I want you to realize is, आप seriously बताना, जब आप पढ़ने बैठते हो, कोई और thought आपके दिमाग में आता है कि नहीं आता है? Or it's only studies when you're studying? I want a response.
Yes, ma'am. Many thoughts comes while studying.
Right. अगर मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल दूं, जैसे स्क्रीन पे you can see this mango juice का glass over there, right? If I am having a juice, I should be, means I need to be present for that particular task which is being given to me. If I am studying, I need to be with my studies only. None other things should hit my mind anyways. आप अपना मोबाइल स्विच ऑफ कर दो, आप अपना रूम बंद कर लो, आप दूसरों को, फैमिली में आप यू कैन से कि प्लीज मुझे डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना फॉर नेक्स्ट 2 hours बिकॉज आई एम गोइंग टू स्टडी, राइट? एनी अदर थॉट इफ हिट्स योर माइंड, इट कैन बी, अरे मेरी फ्रेंड ने कितना किया होगा, अरे उसका मैसेज नहीं आ गया होगा, अरे मुझे बाहर जाना था, मुझे आइसक्रीम खाने का मन कर रहा है. नो, इन केस इफ यू हैव दीज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स, एक आइडिया मैं बताती हूँ. व्हाट आई एक्चुअली प्रैक्टिस इज, जब मैं पढ़ती हूँ ऐसे कुछ हिट होता है,
मैं तेरा अब्बू की लुंगी में केला मिलेगा, हमसे भिड़ेगा जमेला मिलेगा, मेरा बस्ती की लोटा तेरी गांड.
If you're not interested, I'm sorry to say, you can leave the meet, but please do not disturb the other participants. Okay, so over here, what I do is, I start studying thoda sa loud pitch pe, because then I do not allow my brain to go somewhere else. It's with me and my studies only. Right? So this is how I have control over myself. अभी मैं आपसे बात कर रही हूँ, इसी में किसी का मैसेज आ जाए, कॉल आ जाए, मैं उसको बात करने लगूंगी या उसको देखने लगूंगी, तो I won't be present with you, which I should avoid all the time while doing any kind of task. मेरे पास 10 चीजें लाइन अप हैं, I have to do, but I'll do one after another. I cannot do 10 together all together at one certain time, right? So उस जब हम लाइन अप करते हैं और एक priority wise we figure out the things, we need to be present with that particular task, right? Did you understand this, children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have every time. I am sitting over here. अभी थोड़ा सा वीडियो नहीं प्ले हुआ, शेयर नहीं हुआ स्क्रीन. There was a challenge, right? But उसमें मैं, अरे बाप रे, हो नहीं रहा है, अरे God. If we start panicking, I won't be able to find the solution to the problem. I need to keep myself calm, composed, right? All of us try to meet these challenges in our own way. आपने कैसे रिएक्ट किया उस चीज को मुझे नहीं पता, मैंने कैसे रिएक्ट किया आपने देखा, यहाँ बाकी फैकल्टी बैठे हो उन्होंने कैसे रिएक्ट किया आपने देखा. We were very calm and trying to figure out the things, right? So हर एक का अपना अपना तरीका होता है. Maybe I take time, चलो 2 मिनट छोड़ो यार, मैं इसके बाद करती हूँ, that kind of thing. I have my own perceptions, I have my own reactions to the things, so I go in certain manner. Life challenges are not necessarily stressful. आप लोग मास्टर शेफ देखते हो? Do you watch
No.
MasterChef? Okay,
Yes,
certain
ma'am. Yes,
things,
ma'am.
right? Challenges being given over there. Automatically बोल दिया था आज आपको ये डिश बनाना है, इस स्टेट का होना चाहिए, इसमें ये फ्यूजन होना चाहिए, और 20 minutes के बाद दूसरा पार्टिसिपेंट come and take over. He doesn't know what is going on. If I come up with that stress, मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं आएगा. मैं आराम से calm down होके समझूं उस चीज को, पहले देखूं what is the problem, and rather than focusing on the problem, I need to figure out the solution, right? So आपने रिकी पॉन्टिंग का नाम सुना है? Famous Australian coach right now, former cricketer. Heard his name, Ricky Ponting?
No, ma'am, I don't follow cricket.
Okay, no
Yes, ma'am.
issues there.
Coach of Delhi Capitals.
Okay, so now see what happens over here. Once he was asked, sir, आप क्या करते हो जिसने इतने अच्छे से आप खेल लेते हो और आप हमेशा you figure out कि कहाँ पे गैप और कहाँ से मुझे चौका मारना है. He said, if I talk about other batsmen, they always figure out कि fielders कहाँ पे placed हैं to stop my things. But for me, I figure out the gaps, not the fielders. तो मैं problem पे ध्यान नहीं देता, मैं solution पे ध्यान देता हूँ. When I figure out the solution, it's always a hit, right? So rather than going on with that particular thing, being always, अरे ये problem, वो problem, no, don't look for the problem. Problems तो आनी है, आप जिंदा हो ना, problems तो आनी है. Look for the solution. When you figure out the solution, you will always be a success. To meet the life challenges successfully, one must learn ways to manage stress. एक बार हो गया, दूसरी बार हो गया, तीसरी बार, you learn with your experiences. एक बार काम नहीं करेगा, दूसरी बार you try something else, third time you try something else. Maybe you will get a solution to that similar kind of problem. There are both effective and ineffective ways of managing stress. So when I talk about effective ways, what are the effective ways of managing stress? Any idea? You can breathing exercise, you can do that. Any kind of exercise. It can be physical, eating healthy, talking about your issues, etc. To whomsoever you can go and confide into. Those kind of things are effective ways which de-stress, which actually relieves your stress. And then you go with these all things. Ineffective ways mein, you start criticizing yourself. मैं तो कुछ बनता ही नहीं है, I'm good for nothing. No, this is not the way. Chewing your fingernails. Normally I've seen grown-up adults, chewing their finger. This is not an effective way. Becoming aggressive, you start irritating. Mama ने आके बोला बेटा चाय पियोगे, बेटा दूध पियो. Mama अब जाओ, मेरे को बहुत परेशानी है अभी. This is not the way to behave. Rather, this is going to increase your stress. Eating too much or too little. This is what happens basically. ऐसा होता है कभी ना जब stress होता है. This is stress eating, right? बहुत ज़्यादा खाते हैं और खा के हम सो जाते हैं, हम काम नहीं करते. So that is not the way. This is ineffective way. You need to figure out which can be your effective way and work on it. Pressure सबकी life में आता है. How and why it should be managed? Stress is there. You need to manage it because आपकी बुद्धि आपके खिलाफ हो जाती है उस टाइम पे, right? विपरीत काले विनाश काले विपरीत बुद्धि. That kind of stuff is over there. So you need to control yourself. हमें उस stress को figure out करना पड़ेगा. Then only you can move further. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck over there. And once you get stuck over there, then you are good for nothing. So you need to keep on moving. जैसे भी मिले 2 मिनट आप अपने आप को काम करो, उसके बाद you move further. So you need to manage the stress. That is very important. It's not like this कि हाँ ठीक है हो रहा है छोड़ दो, देखा जाएगा कल क्या होगा. ऐसे नहीं होता. You need to figure it out. You have resilience with you. You understand what is resilience. Actually, you need to make harmony with the situation. Then only you can adapt a particular thing, and then only you can give a solution to the problem. So without it, your body might always be on high alert. हमेशा एक या तो बीपी बढ़ा होगा या palpitation होगा या something or the other health issues will be there. And continuously अगर ये stress रहता है ना, हमारी body accept नहीं करती, हमारी body retaliate करती है, right? So maybe you become diabetic, maybe you start with your blood pressure, maybe you start gaining weight, something or the other which keeps on, which is not good for your health, and it's not giving you anything in life, right? So leave that. आप उस चीज को समझो, ये जो रियलिटी है जो मेरे सामने आया है, ये रियल है या ये मेरा खुद का डेवलप किया हुआ इल्यूजन है, राइट? मेरे सामने एक पिक है स्क्रीन पे, इट्स अ कैट एंड अ लायन, उसके पीछे जो एक इमेज बन रही है, तो अब मैं समझ रही हूँ वो कैट है इन रियल या वो लायन है इन रियल, right? So I need to figure out whether it's a real.
Ma'am, you're not audible.
Ma'am, you're muted.
Yes, ma'am. Bhavna, ma'am. I think it should be okay. Yes, ma'am. Please try unmute your mic, Bhavna, ma'am.
Yeah. Sir, please थोड़ा check कीजिए ये control should be with us only because these students, you know how they are. Okay, so shall I continue? So you
Yes.
have
Yes, ma'am.
imaginary चल रहा है, मैं plane से टपक से नीचे कूद रही हूँ, मैं सी में जा रही हूँ, मैं डाइव मार रही हूँ, मैं वहां से फ्लाई करके आ रही हूँ, मैं आग में गिर गई हूँ, मैं मतलब इमेजिनरी, दिस इज ऑल इमेजिन, दिस इज नॉट रियल. बट जो हमारी बॉडी रिएक्ट करती है वो ऐसे रिएक्ट करती है जैसे ये रियल है. आप जब एकदम से चौंक के उठते हो सपने में से, कैसे होते हो? अगर ऐसे डरावना सा सपना कुछ आता है, कैसे उठते हो? एकदम स्वेट हो रहा होता है, बहुत घबरा जाते हो, हार्ट बीट बढ़ जाती है, यू आर इन अ स्ट्रेस वाला पोजीशन, राइट? दो इट्स नॉट रियल. सो यू जस्ट नीड टू फिगर आउट वेदर दिस स्ट्रेस थिंग, व्हाटएवर प्रॉब्लम इज इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, इज इट रियल, या आपने उसको इल्यूजन के थ्रू इतना बड़ा बना दिया. वो बिल्ली है या सच में शेर है, आपने बिल्ली को शेर बना दिया. So you just need to figure out that particular thing, whether it's the reality or illusion. छोटी सी प्रॉब्लम है, नहीं आ रहा है क्वेश्चन, अब आपने, और ये मेरा पूरा पेपर बिगड़ गया. 1 मार्क का क्वेश्चन था, सिर्फ 1 मार्क का क्वेश्चन था जो आपको नहीं आ रहा था. बट हाउ यू रिएक्ट टू द थिंग्स. मेनी स्टूडेंट्स आर देयर 99 लाके भी दे कीप ऑन क्राइंग. Your reaction to the things. So basically, that is the thing, right? So just calm down yourself, check out whether it's the reality or not, and then move with the things. Just a sec. Okay, you have 2 solutions to every problem. Run away या participate. That means भाग लो या भाग लो. So either the problem is there, मुझे पेपर ही नहीं देना, खत्म, किससे ही खत्म, स्ट्रेस खत्म. But is it a solution? And भाग लो means participate. You need to fight. You be a fighter in your life. This is what I have been taught since childhood. So whenever a problem is there, do not escape. Do not try to even escape the problem. You need to fight with the problem. हर प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन होता है. भगवान जी ने बना के भेजा. अगर प्रॉब्लम दी है तो यू हैव अ सोल्यूशन आल्सो. सो यू नीड टू हैव दैट सोल्यूशन. यू नीड टू फिगर इट आउट. सो बी अ फाइटर रादर देन escaping from the problem. Some stressors will not go away. पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. 10th के बोर्ड है, 12th के बोर्ड है, जाएंगे ही नहीं. स्ट्रेस तो होगा ही होगा. इट्स ओके. अडेप्ट इट, एक्सेप्ट इट. होना है, ये होना है, बट मुझे कैसे इसके साथ डील करना है, दैट आई नीड टू फिगर आउट. Resiliency increases capacity to withstand negative effects of stress. अगर आप हार्मनी ले आओगे, एक पीस ले आओगे उस प्रॉब्लम के साथ, triggers stress. जो भी होता है प्रॉब्लम होती है, वो आपको हिला देता है थोड़ा सा, जरा से कुछ आपका जरा सा, it depends on how you react to the things. So if it triggers
Bhavna, ma'am, you're not audible. It seems some network issues there. Okay, students, it seems some network issue is there at Bhavna ma'am's end. So let's just wait for a few seconds. She will join back. In the meantime, children, you may post your messages Whatever questions you have in your mind, you may post it. Let me just cross check with Bhavna ma'am. Just wait, students. In between, I would simply like to add up that remember, children, that you all are unique. You are one of your type, one of your kind. And not only that, you are life of your family members, and remember, all your teachers are always there with you. So trust yourself, believe in yourself, and remember that just go step by step. Be confident in what you are practicing, how you are preparing for your exams. Take deep breaths. Okay, stop the negative thoughts to enter your mind. The time that is left is only for you to revise. Focus, avoid your phone calls. Okay, whenever you are tired, you may simply go out for a fresh air when you feel heavy. Okay, so okay, children, now Bhavna ma'am back here.
Okay, I'm so sorry. There was some connection issue.
Yes, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
I'll just. Is my screen visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have to resilient factor, moderate your stress. See, problem गणित के सवालों की तरह है. तुम बस फॉर्मूला लगाना सीखो, हल अपने आप निकल कर आ जाएगा. You just have to give a solution. Don't look for the result. Don't look forward for the result. वो होगा, ठीक है. You have given your best. That's enough. That is what is required. Okay, so we can defend ourselves. We have few techniques. मैंने बताया ना, अगर आपको स्ट्रेस होता है, या तो आप जाके एक्सरसाइज करो. आपको जो पसंद है, whatever your hobby is, गार्डनिंग पसंद है, watching the plants पसंद है, playing with the pets पसंद है, कोई गेम खेलना पसंद है, maybe chess, maybe badminton, maybe basketball, swimming करना पसंद है, या किसी अपनी फ्रेंड से बात करना पसंद है, जो पसंद है, आप वो करो for that particular given time, just to relieve yourself from the stress. Once you're out,
ज्ञान मत फेल, तेरी आइटम को दे दूंगा सांडे का तेल, मेरी बंदी है हॉट, तेरी बंदी है.
Okay, so we have 4 A's of stress now. Basically, if I talk these stress, you need to avoid, alter, and
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Pidambara.
Ma'am, I think there is some network issue on your side.
Mine is perfect over here at my end right now. Do check yours once again.
Yes,
Okay.
Now you're audible.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
Avoid. See, we need to avoid unnecessary stress, right? So maybe you just look at your habits, your excuses, your attitude towards life. This is how you just have to avoid unnecessary. फालतू के stress आते ना, खाना नहीं मिला तो मेरी choice का खाना नहीं मिला, या मम्मी ने आज मुझसे पूछा नहीं मेरी पढ़ाई कैसी चल रही है. फालतू की चीजें स्ट्रेस जो आती है, just avoid them. That is not required. And many a times if they ask you, your friends, maybe your family members, if they ask you certain things, during when you're preparing for your exams, you don't have to accept everything. It's okay if you're not doing everything. It's not a compulsion that you're perfect. It's not a compulsion. It's like सपोजिंग लगता है मुझे एग्जाम हॉल 10 बजे पहुंचना है और मुझे पता है शायद से कुछ और स्ट्रेस के कारण या कुछ भी ट्रैफिक में फंस गया मैं, तो मैं आधे घंटे पहले निकलूंगी. आई ऑल्टर द सिचुएशन ताकि आधे घंटे का मार्जिन रहे मेरे पास. हो सकता है टायर पंचर हो जाए, हो सकता है ट्रैफिक जैम हो जाए, कुछ भी हो सकता है ना. तो आई ऑल्टर द सिचुएशन. दिस इज जस्ट एन एग्जाम्पल गिवन टू यू to state work limits and manage your time in a better way, landing your whatever thing is being given to you. That is basically alteration. Next is adapt. अगर मैं avoid भी नहीं alter I'm not able to avoid it, I'm not able to alter it. Adapting basically means changing your expectation standard. Adjusting, do not go with perfect. अरे मेरा पूरा 100 मार्क का and then go ahead. High aim rakho, very important in life. Then work accordingly. Give your best. Whatever you achieve will be according to your caliber. Next is accept. Now when I have avoided it, altered it, adapted it in case if I'm not able to avoid or alter, then I accept the things. Unchangeable things. हम change कर ही नहीं सकते उनको. We have no choice. We're left with no choice but to accept the things and the situations as they come. So this is because we can neither avoid the stressor nor are they alterable or adaptable, right? You talk to someone close to you, maybe your mom, maybe control your anger, which dwells on your energy actually. So practice these kind of things just to accept the things and then go with a positive self-talk. I can do this. मैं ये कर सकती हूँ. Nothing is impossible in this world. So just try for it. Okay. Next is basically new normal techniques for stress management. Talk to someone, whomsoever you confide into. Exercise for happiness. हार्मोन सीक्रेट होता है मेरे बॉडी में जब हम एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, हैप्पी हार्मोन, राइट? सो जब मैं एक्सरसाइज करती हूँ तो मैं बहुत खुश होती हूँ, भले स्ट्रेस होता है, अच्छा सा हार्मोन एक सीक्रेट होता है और फिर मुझे लगता है वाओ, लाइफ इज गुड एंड आई एम बैक टू वर्क. स्ट्रेटेजाइज योर वर्क. कुछ भी हिट एंड ट्रायल मेथड पे हम नहीं काम कर सकते. अगर मेरे पास 5 सब्जेक्ट है, उनको स्ट्रेटेजाइज करूं. आज मुझे ये सब्जेक्ट का, ये सिलेबस का ये पोर्शन खत्म करना है, नेक्स्ट डे मुझे ये खत्म करना है, थर्ड डे मुझे ये खत्म करना है, एंड स्टिक टू दैट स्ट्रेटेजी ऑफ योर्स. Limit your screen time. This is the greatest, hurdle in between your success. You won't realize it right now, probably, but once if you analyze your things, if you self-reflect on things, you'll understand this is the greatest hurdle. Change your lifestyle. Do not go with a sedentary one. बैठे हुए हैं सोफे पे टीवी के सामने, मोबाइल लेके या कुछ भी खाते जा रहे हैं, munching around, binging around, and then you're just eating and you're doing nothing. That is not done. Keep yourself active. Okay, now most important part of this session is your tips. You have your exams ahead. Few tips which I would like to give you. A day prior to exam, take proper sleep, which is very important to keep your mind, your brain active, right? Proper sleep. 8 hours minimum, maximum ले लेते हैं exam में, minimum 6 hours, right? A day prior to exam, neither eat too much or too less. Don't overfeed yourself or starve yourself. Keep it to a certain degree. Fear, anxiety, stress impact adversely in preparation and performance. अगर मैं stress में रहूंगी, मैं prepare नहीं कर सकती, ठीक है? Don't say you do not have enough time. आप हमेशा excuse देते हो, यार मम्मा 2 दिन बचे एग्जाम में, इतना थोड़ी ना पढ़ सकती हूँ मैं. साल भर से भी तो आप पढ़ रहे थे. जितना टाइम है उस टाइम को प्रायोरिटाइज करो. जो आपके हाथ में सिलेबस है उसको सिलेबस को प्रायोरिटाइज करो. आपके पास एक मार्किंग स्कीम आती है, वेटेज की आती है, उसके हिसाब से प्रिपेयर चैप्टर्स अकॉर्डिंगली एज पर द टाइम यू हैव नाउ. ओके, एंड देन यू प्रिपेयर एंड यू कैन डू इट. बिलीव इन योरसेल्फ फर्स्ट. Learn and write on repeat mode. This actually enhances your retention power, right? Use highlighters when you're studying. So ये जो highlighters होते हैं ना, colors आपको retention, आपके reminder उसमें आ जाते हैं कि हाँ वो yellow color से मैंने उस पे लिखा था, वही था. That hits your mind. Practice previous year paper. You must minimum 5 years. अभी तो आपका बहुत session आपके जो COVID के चक्कर में patterns kept on changing, but still, more or less, you have certain kind of questions over there. Organize your study table. Don't make it a mess, because once you study at a messy table, आप कुछ भी समझ ही नहीं पाते, है ना? तो उसको ऑर्गेनाइज रखने की कोशिश करो. Recreational activity is a must to synergize your brain. That is a must. आप 2 घंटे पढ़ते हो, उसके बाद एक 15 मिनट का 20 मिनट का एक ब्रेक ले लो, so that you synergize your brain again, and then you come back with the same energy. Keep yourself hydrated. बहुत पानी पीना है, juice पीना है, whatever you have, but please avoid having cold drinks and all, because during this particular weather, you can see it's a very, very dicey weather. So do not, let yourself get into a trouble. तबीयत खराब हो जाएगी तो जो बच्चा कुछ एफर्ट डालना है ना, वो भी नहीं डाल पाओगे. So stay away from all these things. Put your best and leave the rest to God. Best part. Stay calm. Right now, what you're supposed to do? Stay calm. Stress से नहीं लेना है. बिल्कुल नहीं. एग्जाम से कोई स्ट्रेस नहीं होता है. सारे बच्चे एग्जाम, लैक्स में बच्चे एग्जाम्स दे रहे हैं. स्ट्रेस लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. Prioritize your schedule. You have your entire 24 hours with you. My suggestion is get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock. 4 to 6 is the best time for you to study. कोई disturbance नहीं है. कुछ भी नहीं है. ना मम्मा कुछ बोल रही है, ना पापा कुछ बोल रहे हैं, ना आपका फोन बज रहा है. And when you sleep at night by 11, 10, whatever, you sleep, your mind is fresh when you wake up early in the morning, 4 o'clock. There is no disturbance at all. And आप देखा जाए तो हर दिन का extra 2 hour मिलता है आपको अगर आप सुबह जल्दी उठते हो तो. Without any disturbance. Plan your syllabus as I told you right now. Follow up your plan. When you plan, only planning doesn't help. You need to control that planning. So follow up your plan. Then prepare synopsis. I don't know whether you understand synopsis or not. Synopsis is basically what I do is, of the entire chapter, I take out the keynotes. जैसे अगर एक चैप्टर है, एक चैप्टर में 5 टॉपिक है, उस 5 टॉपिक को मैंने लिखा, उस 5 टॉपिक के अंदर सब टॉपिक्स है, मैंने उनको लिखा. पूरा चैप्टर में भी 50 पेज का मेरा 2 पेज में आ जाता है. When I have to revise my chapter on regular basis, I don't have to pick.
Ma'am, you're not audible. It seems again there's some issue, network issue in the region where ma'am is. Let's have patience and wait.
Something. Okay, so you have to prepare these difficult topics. Generally, बच्चे क्या करते हैं? ये बहुत difficult है, मैं अभी नहीं पढ़ सकता हूँ, मैं इसको एग्जाम के एक दिन पहले पढ़ूंगा. जिस चीज से आपकी दुश्मनी है उसको एग्जाम के एक दिन पहले उठाओगे तो वो कितनी देर याद रहेगा? नहीं हो सकता. बेटर ऑप्शन है जो डिफिकल्ट है उसको पहले उठाओ, पहले पढ़ो एंड रिवाइज इट रेगुलर बेसिस पे. एग्जाम के दिन तक वो आपका फ्रेंड बन जाएगा. वो टॉपिक ऐसा प्रिपेयर हो जाएगा कि उसमें से व्हाटएवर क्वेश्चन कम्स, you will be able to attempt the question. So prepare the difficult topics first. Reach the examination hall before time, just to avoid that anxiety, that stress. Okay? Now tricks, very important part. Don't leave any question unattempted. आप नहीं छोड़ के आएंगे कोई भी क्वेश्चन. आपको नहीं आता है कोई बात नहीं. आप मैंने बताया ना, लास्ट क्वेश्चन तक जाओ, वापस उस क्वेश्चन पे आओ, and then when you come back to the question with a calm mind, try to figure out ये किस टॉपिक से लिया है. उस टॉपिक से रिलेटेड आपको यहाँ हिडन ट्रायल जा रहा है, हम छोड़ेंगे नहीं, because we are giving a scope to the examiner to give us 0, and we don't want a 0. So we are going to attempt the question. कुछ भी होगा, अगर उसमें जरा सा भी राइट होगा, एक वर्ड भी होगा ना, examiner is going to give you half mark or 1 mark. So, और हो सकता है कि वो बिल्कुल निशाने पे you will hit the thing. So maybe you get full marks. So do not leave the questions unattempted. Attempt all questions in a sequential order. 1 to 30, 30 to 1, whatever order you prefer, ascending, descending, whatever you prefer, right? Make your headings and subheadings prominent. आप जो भी टॉपिक लिख रहे हो, मे बी एक फीचर उठाते हैं या लिमिटेशंस लेते हैं या एडवांटेजेस लेते हैं, आप उसकी हेडिंग्स लिखो. एंड आई एम नॉट आस्किंग यू टू ड्रॉ ओवर देयर और मेक सम स्केच पेन्स वाला कलर उठा के लो, नहीं. जिससे आप लिख रहे हो उससे ब्लॉक लेटर्स में हेडिंग लिखो, लीव छोटा सा स्पेस एंड देन स्टार्ट राइटिंग योर कॉन्सेप्ट. दिस मेक्स द इवैल्यूएटर थिंक दैट योर कॉन्सेप्ट्स आर क्लियर. मैंने हेडिंग पढ़ लिया, मुझे थीसिस पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. फिर ट्राई टू मेक फ्लो चार्ट्स. दिस इज, आप एक सीबीएसई की वेबसाइट पे उठाना और सैम्पल पेपर देखना जो बच्चे 100 on 100 स्कोर करते हैं. जस्ट चेक आउट दोस पेपर्स एंड सी हाउ दे प्रेजेंट द आंसर शीट्स, राइट? यू विल अंडरस्टैंड हाउ यू सपोज टू आंसर द क्वेश्चंस, हाउ यू सपोज टू प्रेजेंट योर पेपर. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज एक इवैल्यूएटर, मेरी तरह अगर आप सोचोगे मुझे एक पेपर चेक करना है, एक ही नहीं है, आई हैव hundreds of paper which I need to check. और अगर मुझे कोई भी पेपर में सिर्फ थीसिस लिखी होगी, like in a paragraph, I will not give full marks to you. That's for sure. So I need that heading, subheading, and probably a flowchart, which makes me realize that the concept of the child is clear. So I give you full marks automatically. Doubts, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. कभी कभी होता है किसी क्वेश्चन में हमको लगता है इसका आंसर ये भी हो सकता है, इसका आंसर ये भी हो सकता है. ऐसी कंडीशन में हम क्या करते हैं? See students, it's not like this कि 30 क्वेश्चन हम डाउट के साथ निकालते हैं. It can be 1 or 2 questions. So when we have those questions, you please write both the things which hit your mind at that time. हो सकता है कि उसमें से obviously एक कुछ राइट होगा तो इवैल्यूएटर सोचेगा चलो बच्चे ने राइट भी तो लिखा है, अगर रॉन्ग लिखा है रॉन्ग को हटा के मैं राइट पे मार्क्स दे दूंगी आपको. That kind of thing will be there. Okay, I hope I have given you these kind of things which might be of benefit to you all, which might be fruitful to you all. And this is all what I wanted to convey for your exams, before your exams. Please stick to these points which I have given you so that you get a success. All the best for your exams. In case if you have any questions, you can ask me right now.
Thank you, Bhavna ma'am. This is indeed an insightful session for students. Now, I ask students if you have any questions, you may ask ma'am. But before that, let me tell you, there have been some students who were over smart to distract and disturb the session. So it's for them that, remember, your IP address is tracked, okay? And if any such things happens further in this session, anyhow, this IP address will be shared to the crime cell. This is not acceptable here. So, remembering this, you may start asking your questions, children.
Good evening,
Hello,
ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, I was about to ask that the questions while studying, I think that some questions I come there in the exam. If I'm not able to do those questions, then
You mean to say an
while
exam?
studying these kind of queries.
I did not get your question, Bache. You mean to say in the examination hall, in the exam paper, certain questions are there which you're not able to answer?
Ma'am, I'm telling that while studying, I think that any question which I'm not able to do in the answer sheet, then what will happen? I'm not able to do those questions, and where to find them? I do a lot of practice regarding that.
Okay, so you mean when you go with refreshers and all, practicing the questions which might come in the exam, kind of, right? You just practice your things. हम क्या करते हैं? We just clear our concepts. Basic mantra is जो भी topic, whatever topic you pick up to study, just get the concepts clear. हमारा question उसी के around revolve होगा. तो जब हमारे concepts clear होते हैं ना, first try to understand what the question is demanding in the question paper. अगर आपको समझ आ गया वो हमसे क्या पूछ रहा है, और अगर आपने seriously वो concept clear रखा है, you will be able to answer. Only thing is, don't go with rectifying stuff. Clear your concepts. जब आपका topic clear होता है, you're able to answer in your own words. I assume so that your language is not a problem in between, right? So जब हम question समझ आता है, हम answer देते हैं. ये prior perception लेके मत चलो, मुझे paper में question आएगा तो मुझे answer नहीं आएगा. सब आएगा. You can do. Believe in yourself.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome. Any other?
Is there any other student? Anyone have any query, children? You may also share any fear that you have, any particular fear if you have.
Yeah, anything.
Yes, Father have a question. Yes, Father, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Am I audible?
Yes, Father.
Yeah, so Dr. Bhavana, you have presented
Father.
it very well with all technical glitches, but you managed to prove that's very practical stress management. You know, we all were trying to get what you were trying to say. Sometimes it was not audible, children were mentioning it. Well, I just want to thank you and add one point. You know, what I have observed, the groups that they come for the exam day, the day when they reach the campus, they have a bad habit of comparing the answers. No, they check the other person's. Oh my God, I have not seen this question at all. This is their expression I have seen. ये पता ही नहीं था कि इतने समय से कहाँ था, तुम कहाँ से देख के आए. So that kind of tensions then they create. You know, that's not necessary. That's what I wanted to add to the students. I mean, what you have prepared is completely fine, but don't believe in the friends saying that this also is important. Already you have done that enough work. So don't get panic, like, that point I thought to add.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Father. Very right. Because what happens, you have prepared yourself very well, but the other child, if comes up with certain question, एकदम से आपके mind पे वो hit नहीं कर रहा है, but आपको stress हो रहा है. Stress के चक्कर में you're not able to recall the stuff which you studied. So do not even ask for. नहीं बात करना किसी से. अपना job prepare करके चुप से exam दो, and then you come out of the examination. Father, thank you for adding this. Thank you so much.
Any other questions, children? Anyone else? Okay, then thank you, Bhavna ma'am. Thank you, Father, for your guidance. Now I invite Jaya ma'am. to say the vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. On behalf of Christ Tech Students Association, I, Jaya Seni, express my gratitude to Reverend Father Jason CMI, Principal St. Paul's Co-ed School, for supporting us in this webinar. And I express my sincere thanks to the resource person, Dr. Bhavna Chawla, for enriching us with our session on stress management. Thank you, ma'am, for making us aware about the meaning of stress, its causes, its symptoms, and the techniques to manage the stress. And I'm sure that our students will benefit by this session, and they will surely use the techniques stated by you in managing the stress. And I express sincere thanks to Mrs. Ritambara Singh for coordinating this webinar. And I express thanks to Dr. Devakar Singh, Mr. Augustine William, and Mrs. Ashima Gupta for providing their support. And special thanks to all the participants for their participation in this webinar. And I wish you all the best for your upcoming exams. And may all of you get the desired results. And God bless you all. Thank you so much. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All the best, children. All the best to everyone over here.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Jaya, ma'am.
Thank you.
So, students, remember,